In this video, I want to be talking about one of the best players that went undrafted in this year's NFL draft, and the player that I'm talking about is James Madison defensive tackle Jamree Kromah. Jamree Kromah signed as an undrafted free agent for the Chicago Bears, and the Bears are getting a hidden gem in Kromah. Kromah originally started his career at Rutgers University, but he transferred to James Madison not long ago, and that was probably one of the best things he'd done in his collegiate career because he has been so disruptive and so dominant for James Madison. He was one of the best players, not just on the defensive line, but one of the best players in entire college football last season. The 6'4", 275-pound defensive tackle had 20.5 tackles for loss this past season. That was second in FBS this year. He also had 10 sacks as well, which ranked 9th in FBS. One of the great things about Jamree Kromah is that he is versatile. He can play defensive tackle, but he can also play edge as well. So that really kind of gives him the edge compared to some of these other defensive tackles who just strictly play tackle. You can line him up on the edge, or you can line him up inside if you need to. With Chicago head coach Matt Eberflus being a defensive-minded coach, I really think he can get the most out of Kromah, a guy who I think is definitely capable of making the Bears' 53-man roster. And, when you hear Kromah, him playing at James Madison, people will automatically say, oh, well, he didn't play against good competition. He didn't play against big schools. But the only time James Madison played a Power 5 this past season, they played Virginia. They beat Virginia, and Kromah was amazing that game, having 6 tackles and 2 sacks against the Cavaliers. I hate when people say, small school guys, they've not played against good competition. I just think that's an easy way out and an easy kind of a cope out by saying you don't want that player. Kromah has proven when he's played against big schools, it's going to be very, very productive. I have no idea how he went undrafted. My favorite team is the Bengals, and I was really hoping Cincinnati, would have took him towards the end of the 6th or 7th round. He was definitely worth taking a chance on as a late round pick, but the Bears really lucked into getting Kromah by not even having to use a draft pick for him. Jamree Kromah was one of the best players in college football this past season, so to me, it's very, very surprising that he went undrafted. He definitely should have been drafted towards the end of the draft, but the Bears are getting a hidden gem in defensive tackle Jamree Kromah. I could definitely see Kromah making this 53-man roster for the Chicago Bears. That about does it for this video. If you're new to my channel, or if you've seen my videos before, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Sports Stu Hines Show.